Hello friends, welcome to your channel Market Update. I hope you and your family are doing great during this pandemic. So today's video is on overview for two shares. The first one is Irctc and another one we have Vodafone Idea. We all know the struggle of Vodafone Idea in the market. The share was struggling with a price of 9 rupees. Now recently this share has moved on to a price of 16 rupees. The company was struggling just because of the loss. Now from the past 3 months the company was in a good hand and they are sustaining with their customers. They are retaining their customer and also able to narrow down their loss. We all know that Vodafone Idea is looking for fundraising. Yet Vodafone Idea for this year they had paid 1500 crore rupees of debt along with 110 crore for the interest. And while the company was looking for fundraising from the market, and again we had seen this company has paid out their debt. So these are the points that we had to consider for the Vodafone Idea. So let's move on with some deep knowledge on this. So let's move on with the performance of Vodafone Idea. Currently the share is moving at a price of 13 rupees 65. Within a week it's 13.25 lower. Highest goes to 16 rupees 10 paise, and within a month this share has given a return of 28.91%, where highest goes to 16 rupees 80 paise. So what are the factors that we have to consider for Vodafone Idea? The first one, the share is not in overbought zone. So if you are looking for entry level, yes, you can go ahead. Another point, that share is not in ASM or GSM list. So things that we have to consider in negative points. So share was not able to give any good return, and it was not able to match with FD rate as well. But why we have to bet on Vodafone Idea? There are certain factors. First one is Anand Adit Birla already sides for the company, and he was ready to take every single steps for this company to sustain in the market. On the other hand, we have parent company Vodafone. We all know that India is a great market, and nobody wants to lose this market, even though Vodafone Idea as well. So Vodafone is looking for any point or any loophole from there they can get any investment in Indian market. And yet we all know that Vodafone is a big bull for outside of the India, and they have a million of money to infuse, but they are just waiting for some sort of help within the country so that they can run their entire business. And the best factor to know about the same is the company is already in business for the 5G, and they are doing the trial business so that they can run their business for the try for the 5G. And we also all know that recently Vodafone Idea and Geo and Airtel all has raised their tariff plans. That's why they had getting a good profit nowadays. So if you're looking for investment in Vodafone Idea, yes, this is a good time. You can make investment in Vodafone Idea, but I would suggest you please do some market research as well as concern with your financial advisor. They will definitely help you with the same. But please try to invest a low amount with the Vodafone Idea, because the company is already in high risk zone just because of the entire market situation for the company. So now let's move on to our next share, which is IRCTC. So now let's move on to the performance of IRCTC. Within a day, minus 4.60. Within a week, 7.84 negative. Within a month, 13.09%. So having this result of 13.9% doesn't make this share a weak. The reason this share has splitted, that's why we had seen this sort of business with the IRCTC. Share has a highest of 919.70 and lowest goes to 750.55. Yet IRCTC is recovering really well, and the only reason why we are bullish on this IRCTC, if we took about the overall experience, like within 1 year this share has given a return of 189.08, and maximum this year has given a 445.59% of return. And this is between the span of October 19 to till December 2021. So within that span of time this share was able to get a huge return. And the reason why we had to consider IRCTC, first, the company is completely monopoly, so they have no competition in the market which can compromise with the IRCTC. anyhow this share is going to give a good return in future. And a part of this, IRCT is trying to go 100% functional upcoming days, and they are increasing their frequency for the trains, and they are launching new multiple tour packages, and so that they can retain more customers. And they are providing one stop solution for tourism. Like if you wish to go for any tourist place, you can book entire package throughout the IRCTC. Now next point that we have to consider, the share is not in ASM or GSM list. It's a good time for making any entry level cause share has reached a very high time, and now this share or after the split, it's a good time we can invest in it cause this is not in overbought zone. And when it comes to return, this share is far better than when providing return in comparison to the FDs. So anyhow, if you are looking for a return, then definitely this share is a long term player and will provide you good returns. The 20% of forecast analysts are still suggesting for the IRCTC, and the reason behind this share goes to 20% from 80 to 20% just because of the split, and now the momentum of this share within 1 month. And the good part for IRCTC is from 18 to 2021, we had seen the profit is always considered as per this revenue. And the best part that we had to consider about the quarterly growth of this year, December 22 March 2021, we had seen a good profit for the IRCTC. And again from March 21 to June 21, we had seen this impact, and now this share was given a negative, but the share gave recovers really well during the quarter of June 21 to September 21. So overall, everything looks good for the IRCTC. The fundamental of this year really high. They are and far better. Now let's take a look on mutual fund holding for IRCTC. We can clearly notice that the most of the mutual fund houses are still investing for the IRCTC, and because they are bullish with this share, and definitely this share is a long term player. That's why this share has a FII holding of 7.81 with the public holding of 32.60. Promoters holds it 67.40. So that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. Please support me, like, share and subscribe this channel so that I can bring genuine news directly to you. Thank you.